Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, Film Scene. My name is Chelsea and this week I thought I'd do a review of Allied, which just came out this previous weekend, and it stars Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard. So I'll just start off with a bit of the premise of the film and the backstory, and then I'll delve into my thoughts on the film. So we have Brad Pitt, who plays a character called Max, and he works for the Canadian government, and he is sent on assignment in Casablanca, Morocco, where he meets his wife, his pretend wife, who is Marion, played by Marion Cotillard. And here's where they start to get to know each other and they figure out what their assignment is. And Max is a bit wet behind the ears. He's not that familiar with Casablanca or how to be deceptive, and so that's Marion's role in the beginning, is to kind of get him up to speed and show him a bit more about this line of work and being in the field in Casablanca. And the assignment is to murder the German ambassador, so that's kind of where the story starts. Yeah, so now for my thoughts on the film. I found it to be overall pretty boring, which was surprising considering the premise and them trying to figure out if she's a German spy. So I thought it would just be more interesting. But I wasn't on the edge of my seat, and I was actually quite bored a lot of the time. And I think there are a couple of reasons why. The first thing I want to point out is the lack of cohesion between themes, I guess. So we have war and the reason why they're there, and then we have the love story. But I feel like these were both equal parts and they were very compartmentalized and they didn't jive well together. Like the first half of the film was the war, you know, and then the second half was more the love story. But I didn't really even get the love story in the beginning, really, because they were both there on assignment. So I just felt like they were going along with things, and I didn't see a moment or an element in the story that made them fall in love with each other for real. That's why I didn't feel like the love part until the last half. And to go off of that, the acting was good. Like Brad was good and Marion was good, but they weren't convincing together. They were not believable at all, which is another reason why I didn't get the love story, really. And even the sex scenes were just very awkward to watch, and I didn't find it very believable. I feel like there wasn't really a decision about whether to make this a story of war or a story of love. Not saying that has to be one or the other, but if you want to have both of those, you know, strong traditional themes, then I feel like they need to work together and work to make the story compelling. And that wasn't the case for me. I found it just to be very slow to build, which I thought, you know, I was watching the first time, I was like, okay, they're just, you know, explaining the backstory and they're gonna get there and they're gonna get there, and but that never really occurred. The whole movie was just like that. The whole movie was just exposition. The whole movie was just exposition, I feel. So, like, until the end, there was like, oh, okay, that's what they're trying to do the whole time, you know? Like I said, the whole time I thought it was just really boring. The acting was lacking, not in terms of their ability, just in how they worked together, just wasn't there. The chemistry was not there at all. So I would not recommend this film personally. It wasn't a complete waste though. I think that the costumes are really good and the setting was really well thought out, and it felt like a World War II film. So I appreciate that it put us in the scene and within the time frame in which they're trying to portray the story. I appreciate that. But I just think the story was lacking and the acting was mediocre in terms of their relationship on screen. So that is my very short review of Allied. Feel free to leave your comments below, agree, disagree, just leave them down below. And if you have any films you'd like me to review for the future, that'd be great. If you'd like to subscribe, really awesome of you. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!